internet.
Sydney, Álvaro, it's so nice to talk to you. I'm from Brazil, so it's really nice to be here with you.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to start with a really nice fact about Immaculate. Sydney, you said that you auditioned for Immaculate 10 years ago, and then after many years, you found out that the movie was never produced, and then because of that, you decided to produce it, and here we are. So, as the movie producer, would you have said yes to that 16-year-old girl auditioning for the role?
Aww.
Wow, it's a good question.
That's a good question. I hope so. I mean, you know what's crazy is I remember the audition.
Really?
Like perfectly. My mom drove me. It was in Burbank. And I remember sitting in the car and we were running lines. And then I remember getting into the waiting room and sitting there and going in, and they had like this black box that we sat on. Mm-hmm. And I remember the whole process. And I remember walking out feeling so confident and excited that I think this might be like my first feature that's like a big feature that I was gonna book. And then it disappeared and I got really sad. But I hope so. I hope that I would. I think I would.
It was a good audition.
It was a great audition. But I've grown so much since then.
Yes.
So I've learned a lot.
We saw. Álvaro, you always play mystery characters, which I love. But I was wondering, what about in real life? Are you that mysterious?
No. I think that you can always keep some kind of mystery, but little pieces of it. I'm not as creepy as Father Tedeschi. I can tell.
I don't need to be tense.
No.
Okay. Can you share anything unusual about you that can show that you are not that full of secrets much?
What? Do you want me to dance maybe or
okay,
something?
you choose.
Álvaro is the sweetest gentleman ever. We absolutely loved having him on set, and my grandmas are obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
They came to the set and they were absolutely lovely. I have to say. Yeah. Sydney's family. They were there one of the days.
Very, 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 very lovely towards Álvaro.
Nice. So, as Immaculate is a horror movie, I want to propose something for you. In Brazil, we have many bizarre cases that could easily inspire new movies and new roles for you.
Okay.
So with that in mind, I want to read the synopsis of 2 cases that are very popular in Brazil. And you as a team need to choose one of them to be the plot of your new movie together.
Okay.
So let's go. First one. In 2008, a priest tied himself to 1,000 helium gas balloons in an attempt to fly for 20 hours to break some record. Unfortunately, the priest has never been seen again, but the adventure remains in Brazilians' memory, and the priest is now known as the Balloon Priest, or in Portuguese, Padre Do Balão. Yeah, it's true.
This is true.
I don't know if it would give us a horror movie of a huge comedy.
I feel like it'd be a comedy. Well, okay, what's the second one?
The next one. In the late 19th century, a woman died and her family kept her remains inside a glass urn at home for public viewing until her mother began to have vision of her daughter asking to be buried. And so they did. 10 years later, the family manor was turned into a school. Then, some students began reporting visions in the bathroom of a blonde girl in white clothes with pieces of cotton up her nose, ears and mouth. So the story became an urban legend back in Brazilian schools. They say if you call out bathroom blonde 3 times in front of the mirror, she will appear to you.
I mean, that sounds like a great horror film.
Yeah,
the other one's a comedy.
Yeah.
You are the blonde, you are the priest, so you have to choose.
Yeah.
Well,
A crossover.
Yeah.
A crossover, a horror comedy.
Maybe the balloon guy priest flies over
the school. Yeah, something like that.
Yes, good.
And-
The kids find the priest.
Okay, ideas for your next
I mean,
movie
honestly,
producing?
that's really cool. It kind of reminds me of I grew up and in school, if you said Bloody Mary in front of the mirror multiple
Yes.
times.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
that's fun.
Nice. If you have to choose one?
if we're speaking for a horror film,
Yeah.
I would then choose Bone Lady.
Yeah, but I'll go for the comedy.
For comedy.
Yeah, I love comedy. You know that you said that I'm always performing kind of a mystery characters or whatever, but I would love to make a comedy. I think it's one of the
You'd
most.
have so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it's one of the most difficult things to do as an actor. I believe it's much more. I think it's easier to make someone cry instead of laugh. Mm-hmm. And yeah, why not? But people look at me. I don't know why. Sydney said I'm kind of a nice guy.
Yes.
But nobody offers me a comedy.
Yes. I would love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, my time's over. Unfortunately,
Well,
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This was fun. Thank you.
I'll wait to you in Brazil, okay?
All right.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.